everybody, I'm Kimberly Edwards from Cooking with Kimberly, and this is Cooking Adventures with Kimberly at Tonka Live Magazine. So today you see this great big hunk of meat in front of me, and that's what we're doing. We're cooking meat today. I'm actually going to barbecue ribs. Go figure. It's March. Who cares? It's cold and wintry, but we're going to brave the winter, and we're going to get out there and be adventurous, and we're going to eat well. Eat deliciously. Now, right now, I'm going to do it a little bit different than a lot of people will do maybe on the grill, okay? Some people do them in the oven. Some people do them all different kinds of ways. There's tons of different ways to do this. Now, I'm doing it like my mama taught me, and this is how her mama taught her, and maybe how her mama taught her, but this is how we do it. This is how we get tender ribs in our house, and it's how we enjoy them. Now, I'm going to use two combinations, a combination of two different cooking methods. One is going to be, I'm going to boil these suckers. Now, when I boil these, it's going to soften up all those connective tissue. It's also going to cook it all the way through, okay? And then what I'm going to do is after they're nice and cooked and they're soft and they're tender and they're lovely and delicious and marvelous, I'm going to coat them with delicious things, and then I'm going to slap them on the barbecue outside. It's going to be awesome. And this is how you barbecue ribs. So first and foremost, I'm going to put these ribs into this great big pot I have here on my stove. It is boiling furiously. It's angry. I'm going to turn it down slightly. And now it's a great big pot. As you can see, it's enormous. There's water up to about here, enough to cover my big rack of ribs when I put them in there. These are pork ribs as well, just so that you guys know. In my pot, I have bay leaves. I have like maybe half a teaspoon of chili flakes. I've got maybe 8 to 10, 12 peppercorns. I've got 3 or 4 cloves, whole cloves. And I've got about a tablespoon and a half of salt, sea salt. I use Malden sea salt. You can get that at Koala First Foods. Look them up, koalafirst.com. They have all kinds of awesome food. If you can't find it in your grocery, you're likely to find it there, especially if it's imported or some amazing, delicious thing. You likely find it there. Okay, so now I brought this up to the boil. It's that simple. I'm just going to throw these suckers in here, okay? In they go. Anything that touches your meat, the counter, the cutting board, anything, needs to be cleaned thoroughly. Now this has 2 racks of ribs. In they go. Hold on, I'm going to wash my hands. Now make sure you wash your hands. You don't want anyone getting sick with any germs from raw meat anywhere. Make sure you wash it with warm water and soap. Okay? And clean off your counter, and that's what I'm going to do. So now I'm going to cover this up just so I can bring it back up to the boil. Now, the reason why I'm doing it differently as opposed to when you do a broth or a stock. When you do a broth or a stock, the whole point is to flavor the water, correct? So you're putting in the water cold over your meat or your bones, and that cold water slowly gets warm and it leaches out the flavors out of your meat. So now, I don't want that to happen with my ribs. I don't want the flavors all falling out of my meat. I don't want it boiling forever and ever either, and getting rid of all my good stuff in there and deliciousness and making the water tasty. That's not the point. The point is the ribs to be tasty. So why I started with boiling water. They're already boiling. The water's already boiling, and then I threw it in. Basically, I'm hoping that that's going to seal in a little bit more of the juices and the flavors as opposed to using cold water leaching everything out. I want to shock it all in and hold it in, right? So that's what I did. We're going to let this go for maybe about an hour, I would say, and then we're going to check it. I'm going to show you in about an hour, and then later tonight, I'll be back in a couple hours after coaching. We're going to throw them on the barbecue. It's going to be dark and cold, but that's okay. We're going to do it. We're going to be adventurous, and we're going to do it, all right? That's how you make ribs. Let's get started. Hi, everybody. Okay, I'm back. Now, I let these ribs boil for about an hour, and then I turned them off. I had to go out, and now I'm home again, and I'm ready to finish cooking them. So I'm just going to grab them out of this great big pot with some tongs, and I'm going to be gentle because I don't want them to all fall apart either. The water's still nice and hot, so out they come. I believe that's all that's in here. Now that liquid can be used for a stock of sorts. You can reduce that down. It can be really flavorful and use it for a soup, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's going to go on the stove now. It's going to reduce a lot because I put the ribs in there on on when the water was boiling so that we could seal in the juices and the flavor instead of leaching them out like a broth. But that broth will have, no matter what, it's going to have nice flavor, okay? So that's what we're going to do. All right, so my ribs are ready. I'm just going to lay this flat. Doesn't want to cooperate. Laying them flat, okay? I am using tonight, I'm not making my own barbecue sauce. I'm really not even a crazy barbecue sauce person. I'm really not. I'm very fussy about barbecue sauce. I usually do honey garlic when I do my ribs and chicken wings and things, or I eat them just plain, or maybe just with honey. But today I'm going to venture and I'm going to do one of my favorite barbecue sauces I get from Camp 31. It's a barbecue place here in Canada. And this is the smoked honey mustard variety. It says Alabama's finest barbecue sauce, Camp 31. They have great barbecue there. If you're ever in Canada and Ontario, go to Camp 31. They have ridiculous pulled pork. They have ridiculous ribs, ridiculous brisket. Their sauces are awesome. And that's saying a lot for me. I live down south and I've had a lot of sauces and, you know, it takes a lot to impress me with a barbecue sauce. Gotta say. So this is really, it's smoky. It's a little bit tangy. It's nice and sweet. It's flavorful, but it doesn't have that vinegary, terrible vinegary flavor. I don't like that really strong vinegary flavor in my barbecue sauce. Or ketchupy. Or Worcestershire sauce. Say that a million times fast. Yes. So I am just coating these lightly, okay? I'm going to coat them probably one more time on the barbecue. I'm lightly coating these so that they have nice moisture. They're going to get that nice flavor. It's going to lock in. It's going to caramelize up. It's going to get some nice grill marks on it. It's going to be belligerent. And then I'm going to put a little bit more on the outside, okay? Now, these are already cooked, okay? You could eat them like this if you really wanted to, but they're not, like, grilled and beautiful and lovely. So we're just going to grill them and get a little bit that smoky grill flavor on there, get some nice marks on there. You must be gentle because these are already cooked. They're nice and tender and they will fall apart on you. For real, they will fall apart on you. So be very gentle. A little bit more. Try this sauce. This sauce is like, it's the bomb. We have a thing called Rib Fest here in Canada in the summer. Well, in Ontario anyway. I don't know if it's all over the place. I think the Rotary Club does it, don't they, Mom?
I'm not sure.
I think the Rotary Club does it. Anyway, they have a Rib Fest, and the people come from all over the place with belligerent barbecue of all kinds, and anyway, that's where I found this stuff, and that's where I got to try the Camp 31 barbecue, and every time they come, I stand in the great big long 1 hour lineup to get some of this stuff, that's for sure. All right, and there we go. It's ready to go on the grill. Now, my grill is outside. You're going to come out with me in a little bit, and we're going to grill this up. Yeah, it's March and cold and snowy. Who cares, right? We're adventurous. That's why we're here. It's cooking adventures. It's not cooking boringness. Jeez Louise. So we're going to get outside and we're going to experience the outside, the outdoors. Now, if you're on Lake Minnetonka, make sure you get outside and you experience that winter. There's some fun stuff to do. I'm sure of it. It's all kinds of cool things to do. So just because it's cold out doesn't mean you can't enjoy the elements and doesn't mean you can't enjoy that fabulous barbecue you're used to all summer. You can do it anytime you want. I'm also probably going to sprinkle some other seasonings on. So hold on. Let's sprinkle some seasonings. Here's some freshly cracked black pepper. And I'm going to put a little bit of this barbecue rub. Now this is from Texas. This is a Baker's Ribs barbecue rub. It's the bomb. It tastes so delicious, man. Ugh. You want to put it on your cereal for crying out loud. It's so yummy. Oh, these are going to be good. Now, what am I going to make as a side dish? I don't know. Maybe I'll make some rice tonight. My hands are all barbecue saucy. Here we go on top. This has a little bit of sugar in. It's salty. It's got savory stuff in. It's spicy. This is good to go. It's ready to go on the grill. So the only thing left to do is take you outside. I'm going to preheat that grill, and we're ready to go. All right, sit tight. Okay, so I'm out here at my grill now. It's dark out and it's cold. It's snowy, as you can see. It's very icy right where I'm standing. Hopefully I won't fall. So onto my grill, very gently, I'm going to put my meat, okay? Now my meat has cooled down a little bit, which is kind of what I wanted to do so that it could stay together a little better. And I want to get some nice grill marks on those ribs. And on goes the next rack. Now, I pre-sprayed, well, I used a towel and I wiped it on the grill so that it wouldn't be as sticky. Okay, or it wouldn't stick as much. It would be non-stick. So that's all I did. Now I'm going to let this sit here for maybe 3 or 4 minutes aside. I have it on almost highest heat. It's on like medium high, I would say, right now. I might even close it up just to heat up this meat again quickly. And then I'm going to flip it over, get some grill marks. I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to baste it quickly before I take it off again. And we're ready to eat. Okay, so these look amazing. I did them about 2 minutes, 3 minutes aside. You're going to want to look at it. And you want to put it on a diagonal, and then you want to turn it on a 180, okay? So then you get 2 opposing grill marks, and it looks deliciously yummy. I've got these beautiful grill marks. I flipped it over. I did the same thing on the other side. These bad boys are ready. Don't forget they were already cooked because they were already boiled, right? So we're ready to go. The backside looks great. These are ready to go. They all stayed together perfectly fine and lovely. Great plan and strategy. Gotta have strategy, guys. All right, so I'm going to turn this off. We'll see you inside. Okay, here's the ribs. Now tonight, I'm serving these ribs with rice on the side. This is going to be good. It's actually sticky rice. Sweet sticky rice. I love that. And I'm going to put a little bit on a plate for me. And I'm going to try one of these ribs for you. That's how you barbecue ribs in March. That's how you do it. All right. Well, that's how my mom taught me to do it, and that's how I still do it. You boil them first, you make them nice and tender. Oh, they're completely falling apart. Like, I can't even grab them. That is just, come on now. Really? Hold on, I got some extra barbecue sauce right here. Ready for us? I'm gonna try it now. My hands are dirty. Oh well. Are you kidding me? Mommy, you have to have this.
I know, they're gonna be awesome.
Oh, come on. That Camp 31 barbecue sauce, I mean, really? I don't even like barbecue sauce, but that's good stuff. I have to give a shout out to you guys. Good job. Anyway, that's how you boil ribs, and that's how you barbecue them. That's what's up. This is Tonka Live Magazine. I hope you guys make sure you go check them out. They're tonkalive.com. And that's it. That's all. I'm Kimberly Edwards from cookingwithkimberly.com. I hope you guys enjoy. Be a champion in your kitchen, eat deliciously, and be adventurous. Bye.